Welcome to the episode 2 Whites and a Blue. It's only two whites. Whites only
today.
tonight.
One white and a white.
Wow. Here as well. What did you spend your money on last week? You've been here for about an hour shooting the shit, chopping it up with Kent about different topics outside of the financial world.
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
Is your mic not
myself
here? I'm
up.
about to ask you.
Yeah, we didn't check the levels today.
It's alright.
Yeah, we'll just record for an hour.
They look okay.
Hopefully it records. Yeah. I don't know. You tell me. How's
It's
it
good.
looking?
It's fine. Oh yeah. We're
All
good.
right.
No problem.
It should be the same every week. No.
Yeah, but sometimes I fiddle with it.
Why?
Yeah, just to test it out.
All right.
I'm doing some other stuff with this week, but anyway.
You are? Okay. Well.
Spending money on it. Tell me.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember a whole lot. I don't think I spent very much. I sold my townhouse though.
You sold it.
I did.
That's huge.
Yeah.
How much?
$435.
And you paid what? Let me guess. $315.
$280.
Wow. That was what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, over 4.5 years ago.
Nice. Fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Closed on conditions today. It was only up for like 4 days.
So, what's that mean now for, what are the financial repercussions? You gotta pay cap gains on that, right? Is it your primary residence?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to whisper that? Probably do.
Probably.
Well, maybe we'll censor that in the show.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's to pay my realtor. But 6% fees though.
6?
6, yeah.
And you gotta pay, you gotta pay both ways, right?
Well, 4 and 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 and 2. Mortgage is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
So now what? Now you got a bunch of money sitting around. What's the plan? Amazon orders.
No,
Amazon stonk.
I bought a sixplex in Dundas.
So where?
On King Street.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who's that? You and your? Did you go with your mom?
I had to borrow money from my mom to.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because I had. I don't know, like over $300K from the townhouse.
Yeah.
And the down payment's like $350 for the new place because it's 1.15 mil.
Yeah.
The max they would give is like an $800,000 mortgage.
Yeah.
So I had to bridge the gap.
You're talking my book here for what I'm going to talk about later. My new investment idea.
Oh,
It's
cool.
not my idea, but something I've been turned on to the last little while.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what? You have to find tenants now.
There's 5 tenants in it.
Are you going to raise the rent? You're allowed to raise the rent, right? Because ownership transferred.
No.
I thought you were.
No. They have a standing lease.
Mm.
And it's like, but some of them don't even have a lease. It's like month by month, but it's not even a lease. It's not even a written lease. It's like a handshake agreement.
What?
Yeah, it's fucked. Yeah, but you can't do anything about it. It's fucked. It's a shithole. First of all, they're gonna start off with it's a shithole. 6 units. Everyone's in 1 bedroom except for there's 1 bachelor. They're pretty shitty and they're pretty small. The rents are fucking below market.
Yeah.
Big time. But
For Dundas too.
yeah.
The market in Dundas is really saying something.
Someone pays $650 a month. But that's what I'm saying. There's so much room.
But the kitchen is in the bathroom basically in most places, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The bathrooms are really small. But yeah, honestly, like there's 2 main floor units that are like pretty big, and one of them is vacant. So the first thing I'm gonna do when I take possession November 30th is just rent it out. And I'm gonna rent out the garage for $200. Got that person lined up already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storage?
Yeah, car storage.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, basically just is that mic there?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah. So basically, just kind of try to rent out.
So you
each
bought
unit.
a sixplex.
Yeah.
That's good for you. Good for you. That's great.
I know. I wanted to probably like drop it on the podcast. Mike already knows but I wasn't trying to tell anyone because like first of all, it took months and months and months to get the deal done.
For sure.
It took for fucking ever. Going back and forth with like, first of all, the people that were selling it. Second of all, the people like with the bank. It was a lot to fucking deal with. It was like surprisingly, I guess it shouldn't be that surprising, but it was fucking confusing.
This is the time to do it.
The mic's not even fucking plugged in?
The cable's in the other room.
Buddy, we're 5 minutes in.
Well, fuck me.
We just started.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, so what's the
Where?
what's the plan? It's on the bed. What's the plan for
Basically, my plan is to rehab this first unit, rent it out for probably $1,400.
Yeah.
Get
a little bit of lifestyle creep going towards the other units.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Right, because the character's a little shady right now. The property's a fucking mess, just because the current. Well, I guess he's still dealing. The current owner got in a car accident 5 years ago, so he was all fucked up and he couldn't really take care of the property.
Fell in disrepair a little bit.
Yeah, the invalid. Quite the invalid. So he was basically like, let the property just kind of go.
Yeah.
So like, it's gonna look like so much fucking better just when I get in there and just clean up the fucking property.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a bin and just like ship a bunch of shit into it. I'm actually psyched, dude. That's gonna look so much better right away.
So the question I guess I have is,
What did Mike spend his money on?
you can go next. I just found out about Will's big endeavor, which is sick.
7 figures.
Yeah, it's great. So I guess the other thing to take away from this is, I mean, I think we're all pretty good as far as income goes.
I'm still gonna have the money to invest in a house for you guys next fall.
It's great.
Is that what you're saying?
No, but I was gonna say that this goes to say
Hello.
sort of goes to the you having a hard time there figuring it out.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not an audio engineer. My thing's not.
So whatever one you plug it into, you gotta hit the input button so that it starts
fuck's
to catch.
Okay.
Is it on?
I don't know.
Turn your mic on. Your mic's on. What are you plugged into? You plugged into 3.
But before, no.
You're into
Is
3.
this good content?
This is great content.
Everybody listening to Mike?
How do we still not know how this works?
I don't know.
Hello.
We might have to just turn it
Restart?
off.
Sorry, Mike, you have to sit out.
It's okay.
Bud.
I'll just go home.
Finish
Alright,
the.
cool.
Okay, wait. Okay, hang on.
Can I break it?
No.
700.
Oh, there, it's on.
Hello. Yep.
Okay.
Record.
Okay, we're back.
Hello.
So the thing I was gonna say is, kind of goes to show you how lenient's the wrong word, but how the bank is able to find ways to give you money
Oh yeah.
in this point in time when everyone says the economy's in the tank, it's in tatters, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You were able to get a loan. I mean, you got a little bit of help.
$800,000.
A little bit of help, but they gave you a huge mortgage, exactly, a monster mortgage.
Yeah.
Did they give you that mortgage based on your plan for the rental costs?
No, they can't. They have to give you your mortgage based on what the rent is now.
Okay.
Basically.
Take a beer, Joe.
Sure.
Yeah. So the rent is now. It's like I think it's like 50. Well, if the unit's vacant right now, so it's like 4,600, I think.
Yeah.
Or just less than 4,600. But once that unit is renoed and rented, all 6 will be rented, and it'll be around.
Double the rental costs that monthly, right? The rental.
Yeah, it'll be about $6,000 a month coming in.
So
for that.
are you
Per unit.
Yeah,
easy per unit.
super luxurious.
Yeah.
They're about the size of this room, but they'll
That's
be
okay.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah, but
fuck.
Are you gonna what
It's
kind
a
of tenants?
spaceship.
What kind of tenants are you gonna look for?
The worst kind.
I don't know. Probably like young professionals.
You just
Yeah.
go and knock door.
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a drug addiction? Are you terrible with credit? Are you a frequent finder at Money Mart?
You should-
Do we have the place for you? Yeah.
You should you should take some risk with that because you're young. Like for you to have that opportunity now, like that's a good way to fucking learn some lessons and
for sure.
maybe make some money while you do it, right?
Well, the whole plan is to make money.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Lessons
Like,
can come,
take
but-
more risk. Worry less about the floor than you do about the ceiling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, my whole thing is probably sell it in like a 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Once I get everything renoed. So I'm only gonna have like one chance really to set rent. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, here's a family rate. Here's like I'm gonna give it to you for like $900 a month, just because I like you and I know you and you're my friend and shit.
Yeah.
Because might not be able to get you out before the time I sell it, and I need the cap rates up. So I'm gonna be shooting for the stars when I'm fucking listing this for rent.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate here for a sec. You know that
Play 'em.
our premier Doug says and continues to say that renters are basically invincible right now against what he would call, actually he probably wouldn't call this, but people who have no job and don't want to pay rent would call you a tyrannical landlord collecting money during this difficult time for Canadians and
pretty much.
Ontarians specifically.
Yeah, good.
So what do you have to say to that? Like what's your backup plan if it turns out, because this is a good time to buy because the money was easy.
Yeah,
but
money was easy, for
counterpoint,
Do you know what my mortgage was?
I don't know.
2.14%.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's high, but it's still pretty.
No,
good.
that's good
Still
for
pretty
the
good.
mortgage, for like how big of the mortgage it was.
You're right. The total's a lot more than what mine is. Yeah, so I guess my question is that, I mean, maybe talk to your mom about this or you talk to somebody about it. What do you do if you find yourself in a position where you want to raise rents and then you can't collect because the province won't allow you to evict?
Oh, but the problem is, like, I'm not going to be able to raise rents anytime soon, probably, for these people, because these people have been there for fucking a long time for the most part.
Well, I got a question on that. So, like, if they can't pay rent, they just don't have to pay rent. That doesn't make any sense.
That was the protection that was in place in the spring.
But the landlord has to get paid, in my opinion. He's taking the risk. He's
You're
running
right.
capital.
You're right.
And he just doesn't get paid because of COVID.
Yeah, but couldn't you waive your mortgage fees for
you
a few
can
months?
defer,
But
you can't defer the interest. The interest still accumulates.
right.
So you're not really deferring anything. You're just
Yeah,
pushing. You're just moving the months to the back end of the contract.
Yeah.
Which is so fucked. Like, people are so like, oh yeah, I don't have to pay it right now. It's like, you're going to have to pay it all eventually. You might as well just pay. Like, you're going to be fucked.
Without diving too much into politics, the reason for that is because there's a lot more votes in the ranks in the rank and file renters than there are votes in the slumlords here, like we got at the table.
Yeah, exactly.
They would much prefer to have votes from guys who can't pay rent.
They want the rich to get poorer.
Guys who are poor money managers and shit like that. Well, good for you, Will. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. That's excellent.
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched.
Yeah. So, Mike, what'd you spend your money on? Sixplex or?
I bought a Happy Meal.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I did. I imagine I did though. No, I bought. I just played golf. I bought 2 dozen golf balls.
Nice.
And then I bought a sixplex for a couple million.
Golf always a sneaky expensive day.
Oh, it's sneaky expensive. It's not even sneaky. It's fucking just blatantly expensive.
But if you don't go a lot, you go like, tea time's like $40. That should do it.
Yeah, but if you go a couple times a week, it really like. Remember we went last week? It was like about $60, and I just bought me and Will a couple of beers each. I was like, well, this just turned into $100 day in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, but you set your budget at $200, so you can't get another budget.
Yeah, so I can just spend the extra.
Save the money. You should do it twice. Save extra.
Yeah, you should go every day.
If I just keep golfing, I'm just gonna save a shitload.
That's crazy, man.
It is.
Golf.
It's so simple, this game. No, I just I didn't buy anything. I bought golf. I bought 2 dozen golf balls for $20.
The camera always captures the time of day that we do this podcast. So when I'm editing the video, I can see in the files when I'm moving it and aligning them for the clip where to start, where to finish based on the light.
Not today.
What I'm getting at here is that no, there's that, but also you said you were golfing, and so you're about an hour.
Oh, we were squeezing it. We couldn't see the ball
because right now I can't see anything out the window.
There's people behind us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were fucking slagging. It was bad.
Chinook?
No, old course. Fucking
expensive.
That was $50.
Yeah.
50. Well, I got a twisted tee, so $58. Twisted tee and a bag of tees.
Did you tip?
No.
There's no cart girl?
No, it wasn't a cart girl. It was a fucking dude. Fuck him. Not tipping him. He didn't do it. The only thing was he just fetched the beer. He wasn't even that accommodating.
All right.
No tip.
Probably.
No way. That was like $60. It was all right. And that's about it. Fucking really. I had more to say.
Let me tell you.
I had nothing to say.
Paid my Visa bill, my phone bill.
Let me tell you.
You guys want to get into that?
Let me tell you about my week on spending. Okay.
This is gonna take a long time.
So I thought I was gonna be the big spender for the week, though. I guess Will.
Yeah, you got a roofing.
Will's a few months of the deal into the expenditure he just described.
Didn't close the sixplex not till November 30th, so that money doesn't leave my bank account for quite a while.
Okay, so we're good there. So I'm still top dog in terms of money that I'm out this week. I've known for a long time, we've talked on this show about my ongoing battle with raccoons and the raccoon population in the city of Hamilton. All over the city.
You might want to leave.
For a decade. And we need a new roof. So Kenzie and I got a referral from my dad who had this guy do his roof, and he's done, I think, one of his rental properties too.
Should we shout him out? Is he sponsored the podcast?
Silva Roofing. He maybe I'll tell him we shout him on the show. Silva Roofing, the guy's great. Old Portuguese guy, John Silva. He's a great guy.
And Silva had a really rough retirement.
He sends his wife around to collect cash. So she's been in my house a couple of times to collect cash and to drop off shingle samples.
You just hand her a briefcase?
I handed her an envelope both times. And so he quoted us. Yeah. He quoted us for this house that's it's like a little under 1,300 square feet, $4,500 for labor, materials, whatever, for just shingles. We didn't think we needed any wood.
Poor quality of your labor.
He comes. He says to me on the day that he gives us a quote, he's like, yeah, it's going to be one day. I'll be there in the morning. We'll be gone by supper time.
Really? That seems quick just to reshingle the fucking house.
So to reshingle
for $4,500
to reshingle it, $4,500.
We're paying for hours of material and shit.
Yeah, finish. Also, this guy's got good staff. Good staff. So like I was saying before you got here, I don't mind paying 10% premium and not having a guy who's addicted to drugs on my roof. scoping the place out. So
Leaves a nice hole for himself.
he gets He gets to the house and he's unloading 7:30 in the morning.
Why is there an access hole?
7:30 in the morning. The guy's here with his whole crew. All the trucks are here. All the equipment is here.
How many trucks do they need?
He's got 2 trucks
Full of
Okay.
shingles.
Got 2 trucks.
Yeah.
Packed to the brim.
Lot of
Slate.
lot of compressors and a lot of
That's gonna be a lot of
lot of gas jennies.
Our
Yeah.
neighbors were psyched.
Oh yeah, they were
7:45.
banging stuff out early.
Yeah.
Coffees all over the place.
Of
These guys are
course,
just loving
black,
life.
too.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think they're loving life.
They seem to be having a good time.
They're doing
They love Scoop. They all love Scoop. These guys are putting the tarp down in the back. I'm going to them. You guys mind dogs? Like, you're gonna have to let him out. He's like, I love dogs. Scoop Scoop had more fun than anyone else that day.
I bet he did.
He's going around bringing his ball to people.
Yeah, of course.
They don't know what's going on.
They throw it on the roof.
They don't know what's going on. He brought some guy inside the house, and the guy's just like, "What do I do?" Because Scoop's like looking at him, tail wagging, he's barking at him a little bit. And I'm just like,
Baring his teeth.
I'm just like, throw it, just throw it.
What do you mean? What do you do? What do you
He's
think
good,
you do with
yeah.
the ball?
Well, whatever. Maybe he didn't have a dog.
Run away, I'll probably chase you.
Yeah. Sure.
About 40 minutes into the endeavor, John knocks on my door, and I
How
don't know
old is
this.
John? Can I
John's
guess?
about 55.
Is he 55?
Yeah, about 55.
Knew
Or
it.
is he 42 but looks 55?
He's about 55.
Yeah.
He looks a little younger,
A lot of
but he's about
times,
55.
Yeah.
And
Is he tarps off at 55?
He's not, but he does.
He's
He does have a Monster Energy hat though, which is pretty,
Oh,
pretty
at
great.
55.
Kyle Silva?
It's great.
That's what he's fucking doing
So-
at 55.
So he's got
God.
the hat. He comes
Is the brim rolled up like this?
It's flat. It's flat. But he doesn't know. But
He's
he
gotta go
doesn't.
to his BMX comp.
There's like many layers to that, right? It's so like somebody who's an idiot thinks the flapper and monster hat's cool, but John himself doesn't think it's cool. But he
No.
doesn't think
Very
it's.
practical.
But he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything about it. All he knows is that it blocks the sun from
Maybe
his
he's
eyes.
sponsored.
Yeah, he is. I don't think so.
Extreme roofing.
Somehow.
He's got like an X Factor ramp on the roof.
He comes to the door and shows me these pictures of my my wood boards on the roof. He says, "You need new boards. It gets destroyed. It looks like wicker up there. You need something new."
Yeah.
And he goes, "This is the worst time to do it. Lumber's at like all-time high prices,
You're like, all right, we'll wait till March.
but you can't
Just
he's-
leave it like that.
He's like, here. I took a couple pictures. You show it to your wife. I said, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
She's not no.
I was like, I'll talk to her.
Get off my property.
I was like, I'll talk to her, whatever. So I call Ken's up. I'm
my
like,
tenant.
here's the deal. I think I can get this guy to give us like the wood at a reasonable price because we were gonna pay cash, right? So I'm like, if we can get this cash out, we could probably save the tax plus a bit more.
Doesn't accept Bitcoin?
Not as far as I know.
Weird.
And
Did you even ask?
I didn't.
Did he accept 2 fours of monster?
Am I even willing to part with my Bitcoin for my roof? No, I'm not.
Mm.
So
Priority.
he comes back in. He comes back in a little bit later, and has his first Portuguese language barrier moment. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
"So Joel, what's the verdict goal?" I think he meant what's the verdict.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, what's the vertical?
And,
Yeah.
You
so
can
we-
insert louder.
Think I
So
can jump
we-
up there?
So we agree on a price, and he's like,
Look at my X Factor rant.
so we agree on the price. He goes, "Okay, we'll get to it." And he goes back outside. About 15 minutes later, his wife comes with an F350
Fuck yeah.
full of wood.
Is it white?
It's full black, full of wood with the silver decal on the side.
No, the chrome.
Full of wood.
Chrome pack.
She's getting off there. She's talking.
Back in the trailer.
She's got the what is it? The what do you call those? The crank bands or whatever. You know those things? The
Ratchet strap?
Ratchet straps. Yeah. She got the ratchet
Crank
straps on there.
bands.
Crank bands. And she's just
That's a little
unloading.
John would call them.
She's getting these guys. So I was saying to Will and Ken before you got here, I said there's a real chance that this woman who goes around collecting the cash and dropping off wood drove a forklift and got that wood on the back of that truck.
For sure.
First, that's what I said too. And these guys are like, no, maybe you went to Home Depot. Maybe you went to Home Depot. I'm like, I don't think so. I doubt it.
Why would they? It's extra money.
So I said,
Well, they had to get wood somehow.
If you can pilot the machine, it's not that hard to do.
if they buy in bulk too, they save money, right? Some arbitrage profit there that they'd be missing out on.
Yeah.
So anyway, they do that. That endeavor, only the wood and the shingles were up to $8,000.
Wow.
Okay? Cash. Paid him.
Wow.
So now I got to deal with the reason the wood is rotted out. There's no reason for the wood to be rotted out. The raccoons are those boards were replaced, but the pictures he's showing me, the boards he's taken away, and some of the boards I've seen moving from the house, they're destroyed.
So this might be a little fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. Fuck that pest control company.
Lawsuit?
Maybe. Skedaddle? Maybe. And so,
Yeah, they did it.
more likely though, you know what he says? He goes, you don't have any insulation up in your attic. There's almost no insulation. He's asking me about the hydro bill. I said, the hydro bill is always about the same. We don't use a lot of heat or air conditioning. We always set it around the same thing, summer or winter. Like the right temperature is the right temperature. And he goes, what might be happening is because you have no insulation, the moisture, instead of getting caught at the insulation layer, is getting caught in the wood.
Right.
It's rotting the wood out. And it's like you gotta put something in there because if you're gonna do the roof, you're gonna do the shingles. It's gonna last you either 20 years or it's gonna last you 5 years.
Yeah.
You say what? We're selling it in 4.
I told him we're selling it in 3. He said, "Don't wait, sell it now."
Oh yeah.
Because the market is hot. He said.
Fuck it.
I'm like, yeah.
He knows.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what?
That's how goddamn hot it is. He's
I was like, you know what? You're probably right, but I don't want to move yet.
The market is hot as his hat.
So whatever. I told him. I'm like, I told him. I'm like, okay, we'll do it.
Take the loss. Take the loss.
So insulation, okay, roof and wood, $10,000 is gonna cost me. $10,000 just like that.
Holy
gone,
shit.
gone. Crazy.
Any idea how much that stinks?
Disappeared. And unlike Will, I don't have a place. I can't go now. Hey, I got shingles. I can raise the rent. Can't do that.
No place to live in.
It's just gone. It's just gone. Out the fucking window.
Ouch. 10 G's.
So there you go. That's what I spent my money on last week.
That's why you're gonna get a tenant soon.
Yeah, maybe. With any luck.
I think I spent my money on the market. Still bleeding.
How you been doing the last week in your investments?
I'm down money.
But it feels good that the market's kind of had a nice rebound.
It's
2
kind
Fridays
of,
in a row.
it's just kind of sitting in the low part.
Yeah.
It's not going lower, but it's not going up.
So what's your I mean, I only have 3 things to talk about here.
I'm glad that you're experiencing some lows now. You were getting a little optimistic, I think, about the stock market.
There was a
How are you optimism?
There was a moment when you first started.
That I thought I was gonna be the best ever.
No. We're just like it was like the same time when Davey Day Trader was picking out Scrabble tiles and making tons of fucking money, right?
Yeah.
And that could have been me, but
Could have been.
I'd buy blue chip. I'd buy blue chip.
So what did you buy last week?
I didn't buy anything.
Nothing?
No, I got money. I'm looking at Visa. I want to buy Visa.
Give me the thesis for Visa.
I just think it's a fucking good thing to buy.
Okay.
Based off nothing. I'm not gonna come in with some fucking seriously technical shit.
You don't need that.
I like it.
You don't need technical.
But I buy it because I think it's a good thing to buy. That's basically my reasoning, and it's unfortunate that's all I have.
That's it. You just like it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good thing to buy. You
The
just stick with
logo.
Apple. Yeah, I just really, I really appreciate the points card that they
But
give.
you fucking know Visa.
It's of course it's fucking solid as fuck. It's,
Well, you think cash is dying.
Well, it is dying.
Yeah.
Like, nobody takes it, especially with COVID. People aren't even taking cash now.
Yeah, exactly.
Other thing we talked about is how comfortable people our age are with debt, like consumer debt.
I don't get that.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't understand
that's
that.
Visas.
I hate
business
fucking
model.
debt. I'm in debt with my car, and it's driving me crazy. And it's not even big. It's completely manageable, but I just fucking hate being in debt with anything. But I needed to do it. But fuck that. I don't know. I cannot fathom. I don't understand.
Credit card debt.
Credit card debt
Mortgage
is
is
joke. No, mortgage is
car-
necessary.
Yeah, if you got that
Credit
stuff.
card debt just for shopping, you're a fucking moron.
Consumer debt is bad.
It's everywhere. Why? You want to pay, what is it, 20% or something stupid?
Yeah, because you need a Supreme shirt.
Yeah, of course. You might as well put it on the credit card.
Is credit card 20% a year?
It's so ridiculous. You're paying a fucking arm and a leg just to fucking have. You're buying money.
I thought a credit card was only like 18%.
No, it's shit ton.
Well, even if it's 18 and 20 that much, I guess it might be, but it's still a fucking shitload.
I don't get when people have like a $20,000 limit on their credit card. Like, what the fuck?
I got a 15 on mine.
You do?
I have 2,500, and I'm not going higher.
I have 1,000.
Whenever I go to the ATM, I think I said this on the show, whenever I go to the ATM, or I don't do it anymore, but when I was like in my 20s when I had the card.
You got cash off your Visa.
And I never did. But every time you put your debit card in, they ask you, you want to raise your credit limit? I'll just go, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I knew that was a slippery slope. I knew it was a slippery slope. Because I stay at 1,000, but I max it out. Like, I'm at 1,000, and then I'll max it out and pay it off by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Max it out, pay it off by the end of the month. Because that's just like, because I like using my credit cards, I like getting the points.
Gotta have discipline.
You build credit.
Discipline.
So I do that, right? And I have good credit.
Yeah.
But if it was at like $5,000, I would just keep spending it and then be like, fuck, I'm fucking $5,000 in debt now.
I'll never forget the time I went to buy a cell phone. It was a BlackBerry 9330s. What was that? Probably 10 years ago, if not more.
Yeah.
And it was from the girl I was with at the time. One of her friends was working at a Rogers store. And she's like, okay, we gotta
You got
check.
the hook.
We gotta
No
check.
discount.
She's like,
Yeah.
she's like, we gotta check your credit now. This is where everything gets hung up. Yeah, because you're signing a contract, right? So they do a credit check when you do stuff like that.
Still?
They did it when we got the cable package here. Whenever you get something like that, you gotta do a credit check.
What the fuck?
They did a credit check for my RBC debit card when I just got it, because that's how they determine what your withdrawal limit's gonna be.
What? Seriously?
For real. So
How did you do that? Like, what is like a credit check?
over the phone, I don't know, or it was over fucking Zoom.
Yeah, but what do you mean? What do they do to you?
They just say they're doing a soft credit check.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that
Between
means.
a hard and a soft credit check.
Great
It's
question.
fucking
I don't know.
So you just have a score. And
But I
Yeah.
remember my credit score, like whatever I was, like my early to mid 20s, was good enough for 3 lines. I could get 3 lines with Roger. She's like, oh, we hardly see anyone with a credit score that can get 3 lines.
Oh yeah. Do you know your credit score is now?
No.
Me neither.
But like I think it's something it's like your BMI. You only know it if it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you have to fucking look at it, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
You go and stand on one of those trash ass scales. Like you're being you're at 8%.
Well, I just
Yeah.
don't like, unless you know if you're in a situation where your credit is bad.
Yeah.
You know if you're in that situation.
For sure.
You may not know the score, but you know that you like, oh yeah, I can't pay this
Well, I mean,
again.
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
If you're not
Or
making
whatever,
the minimum like $20 payments, like
yeah, whatever it is. I don't know.
I've been
I don't think that's how you get a bad credit score. I think it's much before that.
It's if you fail to make the minimum payments, it fucks your credit
On
score.
what, though?
On your credit card.
That's it.
Yeah. On your credit card.
And like, well, it depends on what you're doing. If you're fucking taking like a line of credit, they don't give a
It's
fuck.
gotta be worse than that. I don't know.
No, it's credit cards fuck your credit score. Hardcore.
Do they?
Yeah,
Yes,
they definitely do.
hardcore.
Pretty sure. But I don't know if it's like, oh, you're like a month late. It's like people that are like way, or maybe if you're a month late, but
affects
like
it, but not as
it
much.
does. But like for you and me, like we have low credit limits. So like it's not going to be the end of the world. But if you're like can't pay the minimum and you're like $10K in credit card debt, then you're getting fucked.
Well, okay, but counterpoint: if you had $10K in credit card debt and you couldn't pay,
A lot.
Well, yeah.
The minimum payment's still a decent.
Well, the answer to whatever you're about to say is if you have $10K in credit card debt and you can't afford it, you should not have a fucking $10K credit limit.
If you can't pay the interest on $10K in a month, you shouldn't have spent that $10,000.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. You need to go back to like grade 2.
I have a story about a buddy of
read a picture book or some shit.
A buddy of Gin Weeds. We were out for beers last week, and he was telling me about his buddy who had $40,000
in credit card.
Not just credit card.
Okay.
Car,
student.
Credit card, no student. It's all
everything, but everything across the board. Not just credit card. But that's fine.
And I guess they were boozing one night, and he's like, I got all this debt, like I can't even make a dent in the principal because the interest is just so high. And he's barely even working. He's like,
and they don't care. They don't care because they're just so far gone that they just kind of fucking.
You get to a point where you're like, I'm never gonna get out of this. I'm just gonna pay the interest. And
I'm just gonna work and stay.
But do you know?
Lottery.
Yeah.
But do you know what ended up happening with that? So Jinweed gave him some advice. He said you should get it. You should see if you can get it refinanced.
Yeah, consolidate it.
Do you know how much that $40,000 went down to?
What?
9.
Wait, what? What happened? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. But I think part of it is there's some understanding from the credit card company, like they're just never going to get the full amount.
Right.
And there might be some kind of law somewhere where they have to have an avenue to pay the full cost or the full clip, whatever it is. So the guy ended up with like $40,000 in debt down to 9, and he's going, the car alone was like 16, and now I only have to pay this $9,000 limit or total payment.
But it might be like
I bet it takes a huge chunk out of your credit score. That's my guess.
Probably like half declaring bankruptcy.
Yeah, like that's my guess. But man, at whatever he is, he's probably a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me, 30 years old. Is it worth it though? Yeah.
Depends what the interest payments are.
I don't think it's worth it for sure. If you don't have a decent job.
Well, you gotta get out of you just gotta realize you're fucked. You're in the shit. You're in the bottom. Yeah. You're in the bottom of the barrel, and that's the only thing you can. It literally is like declaring bankruptcy.
You're never considering like, what are the interest payments? That's not even on your radar.
Well, then
you're so far away from that in terms of like literacy and ability to make that jump. Like to get to that reason or like that decision making model.
Well, so what? So this guy's basically like, okay, so if I consolidate this, whatever, and I only have to pay $9,000 back, maybe one day I'll be able to afford to rent an apartment.
Or I can at least like take some off the principal every month.
Yeah, but that's like your own fault.
But he's
you
like,
fucking did that to yourself.
And the other question I had for Jinweed that he couldn't answer because obviously he doesn't dig deep into this kind of stuff. I wouldn't either. It's a depressing topic. But the other question I have is, if it goes down to 9,000, are you able now to rack it up again?
Yeah.
Like how do you where do they?
I bet you anybody
they cancel the card or something.
For sure. They definitely are like, yeah.
And the thing is too, like, what are you gonna do? Like when you're in that position, say you're hypothetically you're $40,000 in credit card debt, and they give you the option to go down to $9,000.
Yeah.
So you save 31 G's, but it fucks your credit score. In the heat of the moment, what are you doing? You're saving 31K. You don't give a fuck. I can build my credit again.
Yeah.
But like you can't. Like it takes so long to build. Yeah. And then you got red flags against your fucking name.
Yeah.
You know, but if you were in that position, what would you do? I would go down to $9,000. Fuck it.
It would be a no-brainer.
I'd be pissed at myself for getting myself in that position. Yeah. But like, did he learn his lesson? Doubt it.
That's a lesson you should only learn once.
You shouldn't learn it ever. You should just fucking learn from people who go to Money Market and buy money.
Yeah, I would.
That's a lineup I never want to stand in my life.
We've talked about this before. How the three of us have like good parents, so you may not have to learn that lesson, but I think
we learned it not by experience.
Right. I think it's a lesson. You should only learn once. You know why I never got behind on my credit card when I was young? My $500 limit credit card, because I knew that if a bill came in and my dad got a fucking look at it, and it was a balance, I was in for a fucking boatload of trouble.
For sure.
At 19, 20 years old.
Boatload of trouble. I had a $500 limit too.
That was the original limit, right? That's what everybody had.
And I was so fucking poor in university too. I definitely said this on this podcast so many times, but I was so fucking poor in university, and I would never ever even rack up my credit card. Like, never think about putting like, I should probably buy a shirt. Buying a fucking shirt in university, never, not happening.
You know, White Tees.
No fucking way.
Walmart, White Tees special 3-pack for $9.
Yeah.
I just wait till Christmas.
Yeah.
Like at Christmas I'll get.
I still fucking do that.
I remember I
gainfully employed.
I dated a girl who was like mad that I was always wearing the black Nike Shocks everywhere. She's like, you just wore those to the gym. Now we're gonna wear them to a party. It's gonna stink. I'm like, yeah. You got another pair of shoes for me to wear? I don't have money for shoes. Yeah. You know, like this is all I got.
Till the summer hit, and
that's it.
And I was like, all right, cool, expensive with it.
Light it up 60-hour weeks at Zellers.
Yeah.
Nice, $900 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Man, I still remember my first 4-figure paycheck. Never mind.
Fuck yeah. I remember you were getting 4-figure paychecks, and I was fucking jealous as shit.
Let me pitch you guys an investment idea that I have stumbled upon in the last few days.
You ever worked fucking overtime and just barely made it past $1,000? Sorry.
Through podcast?
Tough going.
No, I haven't.
I'm working heavy overtime this week. Working tomorrow. 8 hours. Yeah.
Wow, nice. That's good.
52-hour weeks, bro.
Free money, man. Right. What's your OT rate? 1.25, 1.5?
1.5.
That's good. That's what mine is too.
But I gotta get the 40 hours banked first, and then I can start getting paid out.
So?
I can get paid out whenever I want, but I want to get 40 hours banked first, and then maximize. Anyways, go ahead.
So I've been thinking about, and it's amazing, Will, that you have this multiplex story, because this investment thesis that I've had, I bought something today called I think it's called the HBX. One of you guys can look it up. The Home Builders ETF.
Okay.
This may seem counterintuitive, but with everybody buying homes at low rates, money is cheap, and with working from home becoming a new staple for people, I think this is a good way to park some money. Do you have any thoughts on this? Yeah.
Because there is a crazy shortage of housing right now. The supply is way too low.
The demand?
Yeah, the demand is so high right now, and the only problem is there's just crazy shortage in the States and around here.
Rich people come and just buy houses.
They're not that rich.
They have easy access to money.
Money is cheap.
Mm-hmm. And the affordability is like it's too high though. There's not a big enough supply of affordable housing.
No, there's not. The only thing I thought is that people oftentimes don't understand the way that mortgage interest rates work. They look at a rate, like what'd you say, you got 2% or something like that? 2.14. So people are like, oh man, if my rate goes to 3%, or if it goes to like 3.5%, it's only 1 more percent.
Like, it's a fucking lot.
No, man. It's almost 100% more than what you're paying now. And that's a lot of money. You don't realize it because the gap seems so small. Yeah. So I worry about that a little bit. If there's like a major economic recovery and the Federal Reserve in the States really tries to peel back all this free cash.
They did say at least 2 years
before they
start
thinking about.
Yeah, exactly.
If they do it. You mean when they do it?
They're not going to.
We haven't seen high interest rates in our whole life now.
No, we haven't. And you know what? They can't because of all the people they're allowing to get into the market now. They can't raise rates. Like, let's look at Will, okay? Smart guy, reliable income, has means, doesn't do stupid shit with his money. If the rate...
What do you mean? The guy's got an Amazon package and plastic on his front porch
we all
fucking day.
We all have vices.
Amazon? What a weird vice.
If the rates jump on him, if the rates jump on him by 2%,
oh yeah, fuck.
What's gonna happen to you?
It would be fucking.
You gotta sell the place. You gotta sell it the same quarter that happens. Yeah.
Same day,
you gotta sell it, right? And so this is the rates jumping for him. It's a big problem. Can you imagine the rates jumping for somebody who's like a marginal home buyer who's only in the market because the money's so easy, because they're now working from home, because X, Y, and Z. That's huge. It's huge. So so back to CTF. I like the CTF. It's got exposure to materials suppliers, HVAC, Home Depot, Lowe's, industrial manufacturing, stuff that I think you can arbitrage. Again, there's that word. If you're building homes, you're a big home manufacturer, you're buying a lot of stuff in bulk and getting a decent price on supplies, materials. That stuff never goes down in price over time.
Yeah,
it's like an indexing home buying interest in the home buying whatever market. So I like this as an idea for investing, and I'm going to keep parking money in this for the foreseeable future.
Does it pay a dividend?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Probably is a little one.
One of those companies might.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. I definitely would take a look at it and see where it's at right now. Do you have any how's it performed in the last 6 months?
In the last 3 months, it's down 3%.
Really? Oh yeah.
I know. That's why I jumped on it today. I'm like, no fucking way. Dude, everything over the last 3 months is 20% up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Not this.
Really, that's weird because no one wants to build affordable housing anymore because land is so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's any Canadian exposure on that.
I'm into it. I looked at the top 10. That's always what I do.
What is it? Lowe's.
It's Lowe's, Train, Carrier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
actual home builders.
Rona. There's a couple of no Rona. Imagine. But there's a couple of materials like tertiary stuff. Yeah, like lumber stuff. There's a handful of other gems in there. But yeah, I fucking like that idea a lot.
Wood shop. Mr. Karpakis' class.
Do you have Air Canada stuff?
No, I sold it and made $7.
You dipped out?
Oh, shit. Yeah, nice.
Jimmy J trade.
High roller, bud.
Fucking made it bank.
Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? We don't have a lot of content.
That's the end of that.
Yeah, it is a quick.
Well, I like the idea. You guys want to leave any commentary, criticism?
I like the idea. I think it's a good idea.
I got back into Spotify this week.
Oh, you did?
I was just about to fucking go off and then you just
go.
No, it's defucked it, dude. I didn't really have I was just gonna freestyle some shit. I really had nothing to say.
I'm ready.
I was gonna make it happen.
Go for it.
I think it's a good idea to buy that shit. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Which shit?
The whatever home builders ETF. I don't think it's a bad idea because it does make sense. Because if we go into this age where people are working at home all the time, people are going to be at home, and then when you're at home for a long time, my parents are just dealing with it right now because we're getting our bathroom renovated, and I was like, why the fuck are you doing that? And well, it's fucking, we're sick of it. We've had the same bathroom since for 15 years, or longer, whatever, and they're tired of it. So if you're at your home all day, every fucking day, if that's your place of work, you're gonna get tired of what you see, and you're gonna spend money on it.
That's true too. Home builders not necessarily only new homes; it's also
everything. It completely. It's just builder supplies, and you're gonna get bored. You're gonna want to do shit to your house.
Yeah, you know what? I think stock has been doing pretty well over the pandemic with Staples because it had a lot of people buying shit for their home office and shit.
Paper.
I hate Staples.
Really, I like going to Staples.
My brother works for Staples.
Is that why you hate it?
I've been telling them to get out of that. That's a
secret. Yeah, but why do you hate it? Is that why you hate it?
Because
it's a pretty practical store.
It's not. That store is not going to last. That's going to be like Blockbuster.
Yeah, of course.
But it isn't right now. I'll go there.
I like going in there.
So do I.
You do?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do.
Why?
I like checking all this shit,
You
man.
go to the one in Ancaster?
Yeah.
You guys check.
No. The one in Walmart.
Be like, hey, I'm
The one in Walmart.
on the Two Whites and the Blue podcast.
You give me this special. I
Looking
didn't
for a
see
guy
what it
here
is.
who might know the guy who runs the podcast there.
I might know the guy that runs the podcast. Yeah, I don't know.
runs it.
Yeah,
What do you do?
no.
I run a podcast.
Yeah.
What do you do?
No, the one on fucking the
It's
one
a
on
content
Water.
empire.
Yeah.
The one on Water. It's good. I like going there because like I was pretty into like building like my home office. Like a few years ago, I had this like fucking huge L desk in my room and like
buying dumb as shit, like little fucking cups to put your pens in.
yeah, shit like that. Or like for work, I'll be buying like
It's
Whiteout.
fun.
You got a lot of whiteout?
Tons.
no whiteout.
Bought the fucking store out of that.
We do Staples orders at work. They just send it an email, like, yeah, Staples orders every other Wednesday.
That's what
Just
we-
like send us an email of what you
Yeah.
want, and then they just fucking imagine
I
it
need
appears
on
on
your
your
station.
desk.
I need
consumables.
4
Yeah.
3-hole punches, please.
It is dope though. In my office, I'm sure you have the same thing. We have this like it's like a pantry, but it's probably like this. It's probably about the size of your living room.
Yeah, it's like a walk-in.
It's the best.
Walk-in.
Yeah.
I had my old
Yeah.
job. We had that.
That's
I
the
fucking
mail
was
room.
always
That's the mail room for us.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we don't
taking an
have
awful
that.
lot of highlighters. Like, what do you want me to do? Not highlight?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
lost the other one. So what now?
Yeah, tons of
So
binders and
sorry,
shit.
sir. Did I spend $2 of your dollars? Go fuck yourself. You want me to
Yeah.
not highlight the drawing? Go fuck yourself.
The mail machine is
They called you out for that?
Big time. Every time. I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. I'm gonna lose this one.
What? They fucking would never.
What the fucking boy? I worked for. I can't even say
But
what
those
we
things,
call the
those
deal
things
number.
cost, those things cost so little.
I went to the tool
Yeah,
crib
when
today at my work, and I was like, yeah, I need like a flathead screwdriver and got a mic. I got my radio. I don't know if I told you guys. Got my first
Like a
radio.
walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And it does
You
suck.
don't want that.
I know.
It sucks
I
ass.
feel so professional.
Did you take
now.
the
So
Did you take the
bad.
training on radio etiquette?
No, I just
Over.
yep 10-4 rubber ducky
Is
over
there,
and out.
is there a book?
Will.
No.
Read the book,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, go ahead.
But they
Go
do
ahead.
say that shit. Yeah, there's yeah.
Go ahead.
I like that. Yeah.
Fucking, you won't like it.
No, I know. It's already annoying right now because they're just like, they're calling for another kid that sits beside me. They're like, Yogan, copy Yogan. Yogan, copy Yogan. Anyone from design, copy. Like, fuck, damn it. Yeah, all right, a copy.
10-4, you got a 10-2.
Yeah.
10-4, Randy, over and out.
But yeah, so I got that,
Inside.
and then I needed a mic for it because I didn't want to like be doing like this like a fucking amateur.
So instead you wear a headset like a really cool guy?
No. I do it.
The ear tubes.
Oh,
No, I do it all the operations guys do. They have the mic and it's just you just
The Patel mic.
do it.
no.
To
Lapel.
Lapel, my bad. Isn't it Patel?
The
No,
Mattel,
lapel.
like Barbie.
Lapel.
But it's like this big. It's like still big. You just like clip it onto here and then it just do that.
So
the fucking cop piece?
Yeah, it's like exactly. Yeah.
But now you can't miss calls. It's like at your fucking mouth.
I know.
What's cooler, you think, the BlackBerry belt clip or the
It's pretty
cop
cool.
or the cop walkie piece?
I'm really into the cop walkie piece now because I rip it.
Yeah, you're gonna hate it in a week.
Why don't you just get the mustache back and ask people if they know how
Yeah.
fast they were going?
yeah.
Well, my 360 cameras, because otherwise, sir.
Yeah.
I was only going 80. Well, that isn't true. My microphone says otherwise.
yeah, see his mustache? That's what I thought.
If you want me to call my partner, I'm begging for a reason
How
to
much-
use this fucking thing.
How much stock do you figure? I mean, you guys both work. Actually, so do I. I'm partially responsible for buying this stuff now that I'm considering it. But how much do you think you spend or have like in stock in your tool crib on like an
At my
average-
job?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we got fucking thousands.
Yeah, you got a
Thousands of dollars.
I don't know, we got a fucking lot too. You go there and it's just like, yeah, give me
5
like
figures
a-
or 6 figures?
Maybe 5 for me.
We're 5.
I'm
I think we're 5 for sure. We're not 6.
6 depending on what we're doing.
We're not 6.
Oh,
we're
we
5
got
for sure.
5 figures in the crib for sure, maybe more.
We'll do
I don't know. I can't
6.
even see. Just walk up to a window. It's like the half
And there's
door,
a guy running the crib.
and you gotta press like the fucking doorbell. And you're like, hey, like I gotta get like, can I get a mic for my walkie? And I need a flathead. And they're just like, oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Mastercraft?
Write
What do
your
they
employee
do?
number down here.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta sign it out and sign it back in.
It's one of those. It's a tiny flathead used for electrical.
The terminal drivers?
Yeah.
Do you have to bring this stuff back at the end of the day?
No, fuck no.
Huh?
No,
Can you take it home?
I definitely could. There's no stopping me. I could take on monitors and shit. If I wanted
It's
to.
consumable though. They don't assume that you're gonna bring it back. They just order it.
Well, it's gonna break.
They
Oh,
refill-
no,
they
yeah,
refill
yeah,
the
Those
stock.
terminal drivers will just break.
Well, she's like, here's your mic, but the clip's broken. I was like, All right,
Get secondhand shit.
I'll figure. Man,
Thanks, Judy.
when I first like maybe like a week ago.
You're an engineer. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Fuck.
This guy goes, man, you don't have a walkie yet? I was like, no. He goes, all right, well here, like try to piece one together. Just gives you a fucking like a basket like this big of just old walkies.
And then a bag of paper clips and tape.
There's just like a bunch of shit. There's like tape all over, there's writing all over them and shit. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I just spent like an afternoon just like piecing one together.
Does he talk to you through
Got to work.
He talks you through the mask? Like,
Yeah. But he's like, all right. He's like, all right, man. Like, test it out. Like, just like say my name. Like, hi.
Check one.
Hi, Matt. How's it going? He goes, yeah, you just broadcast that to the whole plant, but okay. I was like, oh, sick. He goes, yeah, so that worked. I was like, ah, you fucking
He's just
asshole.
fucking. He's in there counting
He's
parts.
fucking with you?
Yeah.
That's how he does it. That's how he gets his kicks.
Yeah,
He's like, get out of here. I got shit to count.
yeah.
I've got orders to receive.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't know. We have a fuck ton of money in tools though at the plant.
So do we.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Because you can't risk the cost of like lost time for not having something.
Oh,
is
yeah.
way more than the cost of
Just getting that tool.
buying it right away.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck is buying power tools and shit and bringing them to work? Like, there's a kid that I
Fuck
work
no.
with and he brings his own.
There's
Like, what are you
yeah.
The
doing?
tool and die guys at work bring their own stuff.
I bring my own hand tools. I'm not bringing power tools. Like, I have a drill at home. I'm never bringing it to work. It'll be
Yeah.
fucking destroyed today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of guys in our R&D, like they have their own toolbox there, like the fucking big ones on wheels.
Yeah.
Snap-on.
I don't know if they're Snap-on, but they're like making nice ones. So like,
Shouldn't be.
What's they have like
What's the
their
other
name
brand?
on them and shit.
The Fastenal brand.
I think it's just Fastenal.
Is it Fastenal? Rigid?
There's another. They do a good job. It's like a whatever modular shelving. And
Yeah.
Probably legit Fastenal. That's what it says on their box. Because we had one on our own.
But just the fucking box itself was like $3,000.
Yeah.
But like they all have their own shit, and then if they lock it at the end of the day, they have their like for the most part they have their own tools because they have their own toolbox and their tools and just leave it there, right?
Yeah.
Like I know on the line, no one would ever fucking do that because these guys are getting paid like fucking like $14 an hour, whatever minimum wage is, or just got raised to,
ouch.
and like they're not gonna fucking go and buy their own shit. They don't give a fuck.
Thank you.
Maybe I can go. That makes me really pissed off with those guys. Like technically skilled labor, I guess.
No, I wouldn't say.
Those
Well,
guys,
they're fucking doing a job that's more important than fucking McDonald's.
those guys are all signing mortgages for $500,000 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking right now, this morning I went to fucking McDonald's to get breakfast because I was hungover and I said, fuck making breakfast.
No
Did you
sauce
last
in the
night?
bag.
It was no, and I had a couple drinks, saw a couple things. But I went fucking McDonald's and they have the dual drive-through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in the one, 3 cars go through the other one.
Can't
Oh,
you
yeah.
just 2 drive-throughs?
3 fucking cars go through the other one. And the
Really?
guy goes, hey, how can I help you? I'm just like, I literally said this, like, oh, fuck off.
Are you working both of them?
I'm like, what's going on? Like, do you not
man?
know how to alternate or what? Like, you
Yeah.
know how the lineup works? I'm like, okay, what do you want?
Like,
Like,
those guys get paid more than you. Sorry, man. I saw your shitty.
yeah, whatever, the
shitty car.
fucking clay bar truck beside me, and I get paid more than me. Fuck you, man.
So,
They're late for work too, bud.
I know you're hungover, bro. I saw your bloodshot eyes. You're not going to work.
Fucking
what?
piss me off, man.
Here's a question for you. How many shows in a row have you done wearing a golf shirt? You think?
Not in
At least
a row.
2.
Not in a row.
You don't think?
I've probably done like 2.
I gotta adjust the camera because I think the camera's laying on me low.
I keep it that way. My neck's all fucked
No,
up.
I like this. So we got him.
So what now would I do? Just riff while you guys are fucking around and I'm talking about how much I hate McDonald's? This is fucking a lot.
Give a poem. You got a poem?
Yeah. Rub-a-dub-dub, McDonald's can go fuck itself.
Thanks, Ricky.
Pissed off. I mean, we did
talk about this. You can't leave McDonald's without checking the bag.
It's just-
Why is that still a story?
Stop bitching about making minimum wage and how you need more money. Like I literally remember we were at a bar drinking, having a conversation, whatever. We're talking about this fucking minimum wage thing and whatever.
Yeah.
And about how
You and your buddies.
Yeah, whatever. It was just a group of friends. We're just having a conversation, pretty diplomatic conversation, I'd say.
Yeah.
And fucking, we're having whatever the conversation carrying on. There's a kid in front of us. He's like, "Yeah, do you mind if I interject?" Well, yeah, go ahead.
He's at your table?
No, he's at the table behind us.
Oh boy.
I'm like, okay, well, go ahead. He's like, well, we need that money. I need that money because we need that money. I'm like, that's your argument? That's your big, that's your interjection? That's what you come in with? We need the money? I need the money too. You know what I did? I sprung for something more.
When you go to salary negotiations, that's not what you said?
Yeah.
I need the money because I need the money.
Why else would I need it? I'm like, you fucking idiot. Like, needed, like, this is the first time I've made over $20 an hour in my whole life, and I'm 27.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've made it. I struggled through, squeaked through. I didn't fucking need the money. The money would have been nice, but I didn't fucking need it. And that's your fucking rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
I need the money because we need the money, but for what? For what? You want the money? Go fucking get it. It's all there. This kid at a table in front of us. He just
a guy who wasn't in their fucking party at the bar.
Yeah.
Jumped in on it.
He goes, "You mind if I interject?" I'm like,
that never ends well.
Please,
that never ends well.
Please do. It's like a younger kid.
Where were you?
The Collins.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, yeah,
Last
please.
night?
No, this was like a while ago. This is when the minimum wage jump out. They go from making whatever.
That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It just happened again like a day ago.
It did?
Yeah.
What's minimum wage now? Like
Minimum wage jumped
an hour?
again?
Yeah, it did. It just did.
What's minimum wage now?
Holy shit.
It's gotta be pushing like...
No, it's like $14.50, maybe $15.
I thought it was 15 already.
No, it was 14.
But like, I'm all for like minimum. Like, but the thing, I mean, you're not even looking at the grand picture. You make more money as a bare minimum. This is the baseline.
The grand picture.
Everything goes up.
Not the big
Yeah,
grand.
Not the grand
the
scheme
grand
of things.
picture and the big canyon.
The big scheme of things. But like, you're not looking at it for what. Oh yeah, now you have more money in your pocket. But you just made everything cost more for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
People don't
you're not
understand
paying
they
attention
don't
to
understand
inflation.
inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they just want more money. So what happens? Then your bank account's bigger, but nothing. It doesn't matter. It's all relative. Like, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, so like, you get a raise at your Tim Hortons job. That means everything on Tim Hortons menu goes up that much more.
I just paid $7 for a fucking shit wrap. Oh, it was terrible.
It's funny that
$7.
yeah.
I remember a restaurant meal was $9.99.
Yeah.
A meal, a plate of prepared food, not fucking like cooked from scratch, not fucking ready to rock, just thrown in and put some sauce on it.
There's only two things that are not affected by inflation. One is, you know what? This was a joke I was going to make. I was going to have to come up with a second one, but the only thing I can
Why don't you say two then, not just one?
Well, because I thought I'd be able to come up with a second, but I can't because inflation really is crushing everything except for hot and ready pizzas at Little Caesars.
They say fucking stuff. They've
been $5 for at least 10 years.
Inflation got $5 footlongs.
Yeah.
At Subway.
Yeah.
And then remember what happened? $5 footlongs, not there anymore.
$5 6 inches.
Yeah.
Talk about taking
and
back.
The Subway footlong is only 10.5 inches.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And it's like $13.
Shrinkflation, baby. It's everything.
And they got that one special cup. Oh, it's an extra large, but a small fills it up. It's
Have you seen
extra
this,
insulation?
I meant to send you guys this picture of. I meant to send you guys this picture of a product that's going around the U.S. right now. It's called Just Eggs, and it's like a little carton of egg yolks.
Egg whites?
Egg yolks. It's like just yolks, I guess.
Who the fuck wants that?
Joey Diaz.
I love egg yolks.
Yeah, but the whites now, man. Just
the whites of the protein.
Well,
I'll
whatever. Maybe it's both. I don't know, but the juice in there is yellow or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like an egg. It looks like an egg yolk in the juice.
Anyways,
and the back of the carton. What do you think's on the ingredients? Soy
powder,
sugar, vegetable, industrial sludge oil. DEET. There's no eggs in that fucking thing. Like,
you eat one of these, no bugs will be pissing you off.
Unreal. I can't believe it, but this shit is everywhere, man. We talked about this before. It's fucking, like, people don't realize. Yeah. I keep on hearing the same bullshit from morons every time I talk about inflation with somebody. Well, when I go to the store, like, a chocolate bar is still $1.
First of all, it isn't.
You gotta be like really, really, really bottom of the barrel in terms of like IQ and intelligence to really say to somebody, inflation is not as bad as everyone says because the price of this chocolate bar. It's the things that you want that are inflating.
Sample here.
Post-secondary education, red meat, chicken, housing, healthcare, hookers, all these things that are very important.
Hookers are important.
This is the stuff that's going up in price.
Exactly.
If you look at somebody who worked, think about this, okay? The people who are clamoring for higher minimum wage really should be the ones who understand it the best. If you're 40 years old and you've been working a minimum wage job or close to minimum wage job for 10 years, your minimum wage has gone up by 100% in 10 years.
And
100%?
Yeah. And
that's not there's no shots going off like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Am I doing double the work? Am I producing double the value? What's happening?
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, the older people that are making minimum wage are bitching about it. Never have I had a conversation with a 40-year-old person who who's complaining about minimum wage.
Because he knows he fucked up.
That's right.
You think it's only the kids you don't get?
It is only the kids. The kids that are coming in. And
Give me the age demo for kids.
Anybody who's like, I guess 18, maybe 18.
Maybe even younger.
Maybe,
yeah.
but
I know, but those 16-year-olds, they aren't gonna fight for shit because they're like, "Oh, it's my first job. What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly.
They can afford Spotify and unlimited data. They're down.
Or if they get paid for them anyways, they're still on their parents' phone bills and shit. They don't care.
Splitting it.
Their first job, they're getting paid like $500 a paycheck. They don't give a fuck.
What's the ceiling for that demo?
I don't know. It can be fucking as high as fuck. It just like I don't know. It can go as high as high as
16 and high as fuck.
maybe 20, 28, maybe. Even,
Yeah,
I would say, but it's just like people that I don't know. They're not really.
Depends where they are. Because you can be 28 working at Starbucks complaining the fuck about your wage.
Can I convince you
And
that
you
they
would be.
Yeah.
But it's like, but you're also not taking responsibility for doing nothing and pursuing higher goals. No ambition.
Hey,
Like,
you're an artist, man. Sandwich artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Could I convince you that the ceiling is basically when it becomes weird for you to hit on high school girls? That's the ceiling for age.
Sure.
That's it.
That's fair.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it. I would say it's like 24, 25. And the only reason it's not weird is because you all work together and everyone there is dumb.
That's
I
fair.
wouldn't say,
That's it.
I wouldn't necessarily say dumb. Like that's not really fair, but it's more so just like lack of ambition.
Lack of ambition for sure.
It's not
motivation.
dumb. Like, there's
No, I
a
get,
lot
no,
of
I
fucking.
get, no, that. But I mean, like, the only reason it's not weird that you're still hitting on high school girls at 24 is because
You're not Matthew McConaughey and Daisy Confused.
kind of dumb. I haven't seen
What?
that movie.
What?
I know. Is that the one where everyone stays the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta watch that.
Stay this.
Yeah,
But it's also like,
I've heard it's good. I haven't seen it.
But it's like, yeah, man, but like, you're like, what, 22? The girls are still fucking hot when you're 22.
22.
What the fuck you saying, bro?
22 's
I
okay.
had my
Like
age
25?
drop.
Yeah.
My age drop was 4 years. That's as low as I would go.
4?
4 years. It was 22, 18. That's also legal.
Is that the longest? Is that the biggest gap for?
I would never. I know. I would,
for you?
honestly, it would be 4. No, now it's whatever. I'm 27. I date a fucking 22-year-old. No problem.
Yeah.
But that's different. I also wouldn't because fuck that. They're just hot. They're not fun
Yeah.
to talk to. But fucking but it would be like when I was in my 20s. Well, first of all, I couldn't legally.
You're still in your 20s.
I wouldn't
by the way.
couldn't legally date someone under 18.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I was never even inclined to do so anyway.
I like the direction of this conversation.
I know, really good. This is
yeah.
me just really digging myself.
yeah. Let's see.
I wouldn't anyway, but then like when it
That's
got to
what
the point,
people
it was like okay, 4 years, and that's my low. I didn't want to go lower than that. I never did any.
Well, it goes up, I think, with your age, you know?
When you get older, it's whatever. It becomes relative.
You know what's
Everybody
weird?
just
I said this, I don't know if I said this on this podcast or just in a conversation with someone, but it was like, when you're like my age, dating an 18-year-old is fucked.
That is
You would never
fucked.
do it, but like
It's
when you're like 40, you're kind of like, oh man, fucking hooked up with like an 18-year-old. It's like still weird, but you're bragging about it more
18,
than,
18's
you know?
a little young, maybe 20.
I was in a
20 is just like a nicer number to say, I guess.
I was at a party 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and 2 people I know who are both much older than I am. You guys would probably say not much older because you like give me a hard time. But one of them was in their 50s, the other one was in their 40s. The guy's like 54, I think, or 55, and the girl's 42 or 43.
That's fine. That doesn't
And
bother me
that's
at all.
okay.
And she was asking me, she's pretty hammered, but she's like, what do you think about that guy? And I'm like, this guy's great. He's in good shape.
What, the 53-year-old?
Yeah.
She's asking, and she's in her 40s?
She's in her 40s asking me about this guy. Because like I talk to him at these parties. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
And
But that's fine.
and it's
At
weird.
that age, I think
It's like-
the gap can get bigger as you get older.
So
There's no legal.
no, but what I was
No, like if you're like
restriction.
85 and you're like 70,
20.
that's fucking weird, bro.
but what I was getting at is that wasn't there like a
Big
rule? There was like a math rule growing up. It was like
yeah.
half your age plus something.
I don't know.
What was the something?
What? I never heard that. I was just never
Half
now.
your age plus.
I always
something.
fucking thought the guys in like grade 12 dating the girls in my grade were fucked. I was like, you guys are fucking
How
weird.
You didn't say how old you were.
How old?
I was in grade 9.
Wait, that was a yeah, like
I was in
you
grade
could have been grade 11.
No, I was in grade 9.
Okay.
I thought the guys,
Okay.
sorry, yeah, the guys in grade 12 dating grade 9, so I was like, you guys are
Yeah, that was weird for
Hey,
sure.
and then they're coming to our parties, and they're just, but it was always odd. Like, it was all a bunch of grade 9s,
Bit of a gap.
Yeah,
maybe a couple grade 10s, and then a fucking
yeah.
18-year-old
'Cause the
who
guy's
signed himself out.
He's like a man.
He's a man. We're like,
Yeah,
what are
he's a
you,
man.
like, what, are you having fun here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm gonna bang this fucking 15-year-old the other night. I'm like, pushing pedophilia, buddy.
Yeah.
Like there was some weird shit.
Right.
Like there's a couple guys that I fucking went to school with that are fucking dealing with that, and it's fucked up. They're not friends of mine. I just know them.
Dealing with what?
Jail time.
Charges.
jail time.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because they were like dating, they were like in their 20s, like dating 16. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
I really like her, man. It's like, you are a fucking idiot.
But you don't know any better at 18. You're
if you're 19 and
thinking with
she's-
your dick.
Yeah, I know. But like, if you're 19 and she's 16, it's kind of like we were dating when I was like 17.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird.
Technically illegal.
Definitely illegal for sure. But I mean, like, I can see how you get yourself into that situation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, when
It's still not good.
When I was in grade 12, I was in a relationship, but at the same time, I was never looking at the grade 9 and be like, oh, imagine.
Imagine grade 9, they're fucking so
They're
little
kids,
and small
kids,
as fuck,
they're
man.
I even like grade 12. I
see-
look at them, I'm like, what the fuck?
I
That was
park,
me like 10 years ago.
I park by Westdale High School, and so I usually leave.
Oh, yeah.
Like these days, I'm leaving at noon from work, and I walk by. All the kids went on their lunch or walking home, whatever. And it's amazing how young they look.
Oh,
It's crazy.
fuck yeah.
It's incredible.
Crazy.
It reminds me. It reminds me of like the first time you realize, like when you're like 9 or 10, or maybe a little younger. I don't remember how old I was the first time I realized this, but you're looking at like. You're looking for something in the closet, and you stumble on like a pair of shoes you used to wear.
And they're bronzed.
No, but it's not even that. but
on the wall.
it feels like it wasn't that long ago you were wearing them, but it's so obvious they're so small and would never fit you.
No.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But in your head you're like, man, it doesn't like I always think about this, like it doesn't feel like that long ago I was fucking 20 years old.
Yeah.
15.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like that.
You know what I mean?
I feel the opposite. I do
Really?
feel like that was a long time
I don't
ago.
feel like it was that
It wasn't
long.
long.
I think it's have a worse memory than you, maybe.
I
Maybe.
also probably care about it less than you do. You're the one who's just hanging on.
Me?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm the only one here who's getting married.
That's true.
So what am I hanging on
You
to?
also still think you're fast. You still think you're good at shit. You're just a fucking brittle old man. You're
Listen,
barely even making it.
how many trophies you guys delivered me in the last 5 years? Because I delivered you one for sure.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate
Wow.
it. I care a lot about it.
Good.
I also don't think Will and I helped at all.
Yeah, you delivered me a windbreaker. I don't know. I don't remember.
You still have
I
it?
don't remember getting a trophy. Yeah, I got
Like, fuck, I listen to this fucking guy. Oh, I delivered your trophy. Yeah, without us, what happens?
We were stolen.
Doubt it.
I doubt it.
I actually guarantee you would have lost.
We would have. We only showed up to half the games. We still
No,
carried.
Half the games, half the
that
time.
season was the time we lost.
Oh, was it?
Why? Because fucking two homies weren't showing up.
Probably.
Oh yeah,
Joey's-
true. Good point.
Joey just choking under pressure, dropping big
Well, that's
catches,
probably you guys.
blowing
yeah.
his fucking knees out, and yada yada yada. All
Do you-
brittle fingers over here.
Do you have any Mike's thoughts, Mike's notes?
Yeah,
Mike's
I
anything?
fucking hate the song "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. I just realized that on my drive over here. Fucking hate it.
What?
Is that-
Really?
Fucking hate
Is
it.
that just a small town?
You
girl?
hate it.
What?
Why?
Hate it. How many fucking times in your life?
This is
did you
the
think
most
you've heard that song?
unexpected.
Yeah, so
I
many.
got so mad. How many times do you think you've heard that song in your life?
I don't know. A couple thousand probably.
Yes. You enjoy it when you hear it? You're full of shit.
I like it.
No, I do.
Fuck
I like
both.
it,
You guys are
but
so in denial.
It's a karaoke song.
It's a trash song.
Okay,
Trash.
definitely not a trash
Compared to
song.
what?
Obviously,
Compared to what?
if you've heard it 2,000 times against your will, that means it's not a trash song.
You know what I mean?
What?
You didn't leave the room. You didn't shut it off.
First of all,
You
it didn't leave the room. That means that if you didn't like it, that means it's been put on in front of you thousands of
It's
times.
been put on in front of me, yeah.
That means other people like it a lot.
I've seen
Everybody
you
likes it.
I've seen you leave
Yeah,
the room.
I'm allowed
less.
to not like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm saying it's a trash song. It's different than saying
Trash
it's.
song.
you
What
don't
other
like
songs
it.
does Journey have?
Who cares?
But
Yeah.
like, are they one hit wonder?
No, definitely not. You
Definitely
got
not.
Any Way You Want It, is that Journey or is that Foreigner?
I don't know.
See, and that's the thing. You got Boston, Journey,
Yeah, Boston,
Foreigner,
yeah.
Kansas. They all
How-
sound the same.
How dare you lump Boston into that
They're pretty close.
ragtag bunch
I
of
would
bands?
definitely put them in there.
Boston.
They all sound the fucking
What?
same. Yeah,
Boston.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I like
man.
Boston. I don't like Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Can't change
Okay,
my mind.
why?
Hate it.
And
No,
what brought
I heard
you
it. I
this?
heard it right coming here. I'm like, this fucking song. What?
Why are you listening to a radio station that plays Journey?
Because my Bluetooth wasn't fucking working.
Weird.
So that really was pissing me off. And I just lost in the 2-on-2, so I was pretty pissed. So that might shape this, but
I would say.
I was still fucking like, it came on, it was like, it was fucking Joey Bruce. Like, up next we got Linkin
And you hate him too.
Up next we got Linkin Park. I was
Wait,
like,
who's
nice.
that? Who's that?
The shitty fucking
shit.
DJ on fucking 97.7.
Just the fucking hand-me-down from
Hits
Vincent Marshall.
FM?
The one and
97.7,
only
yeah.
decent talk radio show. Now they're all shit.
They are
Garbage. Wall
I
to
haven't
wall.
listened to radio
Garbage.
for fucking years.
Yeah, and you're missing nothing. It's trash. It's just exactly what you think. It's just people just reading the next fucking like top thing and just talking about it. It's like, okay, fucking get like a bit original here, because like I hear you guys talking about this stupid fucking article that was on like that's popular, and then I switch stations. I just hear your take on it, and it's all the same.
What if they offered us the job? Would you take it?
A radio job?
Yeah.
I wouldn't quit my job.
I'll tell you right
radio,
now, we would crush on radio.
I would go like I would do like 4 to 7 that hour.
You want the power hour?
Sure. I can't do anything later, and I'm not quitting my job to do fucking radio.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Next Two Whites.
No, you wouldn't do that. It wouldn't be called that either.
I don't know.
No, you
2 Blue Devon.
Hey,
we're not getting our own
we got weather and
station.
traffic and traffic weather on the test.
No, they'd be like, why are you guys talking like that? Just do what your show is.
It's Will with traffic. It's Will, the white car.
You were the 2 Whites in a blue copter. Isn't over the world. Congestion. Drive all over you.
I don't care if you understood any of that. But here's like Foreigner, fucking whatever that song that I hate is.
I was unbelievable the 6th time this morning.
Or they just
time in a row.
all journey, all the time.
or they drop an absolute haymaker on you, like with this shitty ad, like, oh, this congested ride home brought to you by Claritin.
Yeah.
This congested ride home brought to you by Foreigner. Hear this again.
Oh,
But if you look at your billboard on your right, because we're looking at it too, it's the music video. Anyway, here's an article that we're going to talk about. And if you switch the station, they're talking about it too. Anyway.
I hate how they always they coordinate the advertising fucking blocks.
Oh my, every fucking station.
yeah.
Switch a commercial. Man, I was driving to work. I was listening to commercials for the whole fucking drive.
Man.
I was like, 15 minutes? That's a bit absurd. Like, and not even an exaggeration. It was 15 fucking minutes. Commercial. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is a thing? This is what you guys are offering?
You know what I fucking hate? When I go in the shower, I put a podcast on, and I'm just getting out of the shower, just the ads are done. Finally, the ads are just finished.
Why don't you skip the ads?
Because I don't think about it. I just press play, get in the shower, and I gotta listen to fucking Roman and fucking
Squarespace.
Get Quip and shit. Yeah.
Quip, toothbrushes, Roman,
fucking
erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, it's like 12 minutes of fucking ads.
Movement watches.
Oh yeah, these are the best watches. They're only fucking designer watches at non-designer prices.
Does anyone buy this shit?
Probably.
Have you ever used the podcast promo code?
I know some people have.
I know.
Except for stonks on Shake.
Yeah, you need to buy that.
You need to be buying.
That's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Come on.
You know what I hate is like how many direct to D2C mattress companies could there possibly be?
What do you mean? They got
There's like
Casper,
Satva.
What's Satva? I don't even know what that
Satva
was.
mattress is the best mattress I've ever slept on.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta here's not a Casper mattress, wasn't sleep for shit. Got my Satva. I haven't even woken up since
They're
I got it.
competing with Casper?
Oh, I guess.
Oh,
Every single time they switch the fucking the company switches, they're just like, got a new fucking mattress. This one's the best one I ever slept on. I was like, man, like 2 weeks ago, like Casper was your shit. Now you like
How much time do you spend sleeping?
Yeah, exactly.
How much time? Better yet, if you get a Satva mattress, how much time do you spend awake?
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
True. You're basically dead.
Wow.
Yeah, they should just keep skipping to be like, sorry, I couldn't record last night. Still asleep.
Satva mattresses / funeral homes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite
Fucking pass out in a king size at your funeral home, not even a casket.
One of my favorite podcasts is the Toronto Mike podcast, and he does it. It's a lot like this. He has like a road podcaster thing that's like, I don't know, maybe a couple $100 more than the Zoom, and he just gets guests from like the Toronto area who are famous for Torontonians and Ontarians, people from like the media and shit like that. But he does this wrap up with this guy named 1230, or his name's like Mark Weisblatt, but he runs a blog called 1236, and he does like media updates. This guy does a like an in memoriam segment on the monthly wrap up, brought to you by a funeral home in Toronto.
Shut the fuck up.
It is. You know what this guy gives his guests all the time? It's sponsored by Great Lakes Brewery and Palma Pasta. So he in like 15 minutes in the pod, he'll do the live read for the ads. Like, so we're gonna send you home with 6 Great Lakes Brewery's beers and frozen lasagna from Palma Pasta.
What the
and like in some of the pictures for the episodes, he's like fucking like got his arm around a guy who's got like a case of beer and a lasagna in his fucking arms.
Not bad for
Sick.
a guest.
That's good. That's fucking good podcast advertising.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not against.
I don't need another mattress.
Advertising. I understand advertising, and I get even like the podcast. I completely get it. We're fucking doing it too. But like what I'm saying is that 15 minutes straight of commercials. I understand that it's like. free and blah blah
Too
blah
much.
blah. But it's like fucking. Come on, man! Like play a song or something.
It's not
You
really,
get
it's not really
rate.
free. You pay, some of your taxes go to Canadian stations because they play Canadian content.
Yeah.
To support.
Yeah, that's the other thing that kind of I'm okay with it. Oh, that's another thing I kind of want to bring up.
Go for it.
But like, because this is kind of off topic. Because I've been listening to this fucking.
Don't know if you ever listened to this podcast before, but
No, this is completely gonna derail. We were all just.
how much time are we at?
Just over an hour.
Perfect.
Hour 3.
Perfect.
Okay, fine. This is like a Mike's note, I guess. So do you think that there is levels of like patriotism? Do you think there's levels of like being okay? So what do you think the difference is between being proud of where you're from and being patriotic?
Whether or not you say all of us command or
All thy sons.
all thy sons command.
All thy sons is what, patriotic, and all of us is proud.
Fake patriotic.
All of us
All of us
is
command.
such a reach.
It just doesn't make sense.
It's such a way.
that's
How
the
much
thing
money
most.
did it cost to change the lyrics of the national anthem? That's what I really want to know, and that's the thing that's not ever said. And I bet you it was a fucking lie.
Maybe.
I bet you it was a lie. How much? You know, Mr. Fed Smoker?
I'm not talking about this. Even saying it was too much. I shouldn't even commented on it.
Why?
Because I work for the Fed. I can't comment on shit like that.
What, you know,
All I'm saying is-
Canadian citizen.
As a citizen,
Yeah, okay, fine.
As a private
as a
citizen.
citizen,
Off the record.
I disagree
On
with the
the
move to
record.
change the lyrics from "All Thy Sons Command" to
You're
"All Thy Sons
misogynist.
Command" for
Yeah.
no other reason than because there was a time when men carried out combat duties in ways women didn't. That's not up for debate. And worse, the change in lyrics, they don't make sense.
It's not
sentence
grammatically correct.
doesn't make sense now.
Yeah, because it didn't happen.
Well,
It was all
but
thy
the,
sons
but the,
command.
but the grammar,
Think about it.
even,
Think about the
even,
sentence
even the
structure.
grammar doesn't
all
make
of
sense.
us command.
Yeah.
Doesn't add up. So what does it mean? Like I don't know. All of us command.
Video.
Okay. I don't know. So
I just
how much did it
Why?
cost? Yeah, I mean, you know the answer. The answer is probably a lot.
astronomical
Probably a
for
lot.
like to change 3 words. Like imagine all the fucking literature they gotta change and yada yada yada. It's like what the fucking why?
They probably consulted with groups.
For
Of
what?
course they did.
For that? Like you could if you are okay.
What
fuck
can you
that.
say?
Anyway, I've definitely come to the realization that I don't because I was listening to this fucking song and it's like I've been listening to Aaron Lewis, who's the lead singer of Stain, but he has like a country album.
It's been a while since I listened to him.
Anyway, good joke. You make a
You
great
guys like
dad.
that?
You make a great dad.
Slip that in.
But anyway, he's like super patriotic. He's like, fight for my country.
I'm telling
till
you
I'm
what, though.
dead.
Is he
About
American?
The US? He must be.
About the U.S., yeah, the U.S. for sure, yeah. He's
Okay.
a fucking dirt poor in the backwoods is where I was raised.
Yeah.
He's the punk rock Bubba Sparks. That guy.
I would say, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
like, is what he's like. Anyway, so and then he's got a song called "God and Guns,"
Right.
which is jokes. Like he sings about
Sunday Gun Day.
his country,
Yeah.
his God, and his guns. I don't leave my house without my 45, and I got God in the sky, and I love my country. I'll fight for it till I die. It's
This
like,
is a song
shut the
he
fuck.
does?
No, that was a freestyle, but it's like along those lines. It just kind of worked out, but that is essentially the message he's saying. But
I
they
kind of
just-
like it though.
But like I'm all for patriotism, but like extremists ruin it, and they ruin everything.
Yeah.
Like, extreme patriotism is pathetic.
You don't want to see the guy rolling smoke with the Trump flag?
Yeah. Like what?
Rolling coal,
What
what's
are
it
you
called? Rolling
saying?
smoke?
Okay, I will say that like they whatever, fuck them. The U.S. they fucked over patriotism for like everyone else, and not only that,
stupid.
a bunch of other people did too, I think. But like to like love where you're from, you shouldn't. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
love
You know?
where I'm from.
Like
what?
Dunkirk, not Dunkirk. What the fuck is that? That World War One movie? Holy fuck! Where? Oh my god, it might be Dunkirk. Tom Hardy. No. But well, anyways, they're trapped on the French beach, and then the
Is that World War II that happened?
no, it's World War One.
Oh.
Pretty sure. Might be World War Two. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, so like the English troops are like trapped on the beach in France, and they're like surrounded by the Germans. So it must be World War Two.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's Normandy, right?
That wasn't Normandy.
Beach.
It wasn't Normandy. No. That's when they stormed the beaches in Normandy. Now they're back in. I think it's Dunkirk.
Stormed them.
Yeah, but so like they're in Dunkirk, and then it's like the English, right? And they got no way to get home really. And then the people in England were like, we gotta go get our boys back.
Yeah.
And they like anyone who owned a fucking boat just got their boat on, sailed the English Channel, and we're like, we're fucking going to get the boys back. That's the shit.
I'm
like,
cool with that.
Man, that movie. Last time I cried. It was that movie when that happened. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm a kind of a bitch. I guess I don't know if I would do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like people are so fucking patriotic. In the States, for sure, they're like the number one. So proud, which is like I'm cool with that. I'm not opposed to being proud of where you're from. I'm super proud to be Canadian.
Yeah.
Love where I'm from. All that bullshit, sure. But like the thing is, we never did that.
No, never.
That generation.
We haven't had that experience.
That generation is dying. Like they're almost all dead.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah I get why that. Why the fuck are you going to buy a lifted truck and have a gun and you're like, I'll fight for this shit? Would you though?
That's exactly.
They probably would, because a lot of them probably would.
Some of them would.
A lot of them probably would.
Well, if they would, then cool. That's fine. Then.
Yeah.
If you're gonna actually go and like go overseas and like you will fucking fight in the Navy or the military,
or if you've already been overseas.
yeah, then for sure.
Yeah,
Then, like,
for sure. If you have
I have no problem.
military-
With guys who are military, I have no problem.
Oh yeah, you put your money where your mouth is. If you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll die for this country, and you're actually gonna go over there, then fucking right.
You went for a tour, no problem.
Definitely,
man.
Yeah, for sure.
You can put the flag and the fucking brass nuts on your truck all you want. I don't
Absolutely, I agree with that.
You want to own 20 or 30?
Dude,
you want to own 20 or 30 Camaros? It's all good.
Let's be real. Guys with fucking brass nuts on their truck are draft dodging. They're not going to the war.
Maybe.
But they're gonna still make their fucking Instagram, Facebook
fucking right.
status.
Shit. So shut the fuck up, man. Like 90% of you guys are bailing on this fucking war that is gonna happen. If it happens.
Since we're going down this road, do you want to give a special Two Whites One Blue podcast preview for Tuesday night?
Oh, the dates?
The debate.
I got no fucking clue, man.
I saw one thing that was like pro Joe Biden with like Hispanics and shit.
Would you see
It was 67. Yeah, oh fuck. It was like 67% or something vote for our Biden supporters. I'm like, okay. It's just like that. To me, like honestly, Trump's fucked. I admit that. I agree with that. I'm not a fucking Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Never was.
Yeah.
I find this shit entertaining because it is entertaining.
No one's ever gonna say the guy was a good president.
He isn't a good president, but he's gonna fucking win again.
I think he is too.
And it's like, what are you? Like, who are you voting for? Are you gonna vote for him? Or are you going to vote for Hillary Clinton, which, by the way, terrible front runner for the first woman president.
Bad candidate.
Terrible.
Bad
Just
candidate.
fucked your whole movement up.
Historically bad candidate.
Yeah, everything about it was fucking brutal. It's like, what the fuck? Are you going to vote for this loudmouth talking prick? Are you going to vote for this fucking bitchy old lady?
Reality
Reality
show host.
It's the same shit. It's like,
So, like, imagine if, like, Biden just crushes Trump. They're going to be like, Hillary, you couldn't fucking beat this guy?
the guy can't even string together a
He
sentence.
can't speak.
He cannot speak.
I think I sent you
We're
guys.
not gonna fucking. If you think the taxes are gonna get cut, they're gonna get raised. I mean, it's like what?
I think I sent you guys a video of him answering questions.
Transparency, I guess.
There's a video
Or
of him
just
answering
fucked
questions
up.
on Telemundo, the Spanish American station, and he's getting questions in English and responding in English. But every time he gets the question, he turns his head on the official feed.
Yeah.
And you're wondering, like, who's he looking at? Like, is there another camera or something
He's
he's
looking
looking
through
at?
the camera.
There's a teleprompter off camera.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about this guy. I would love for another president, Democratic or Republican, with like a handle on being able to address a live crowd to take the White House.
I mean, it's
like, how about that? How about that?
Yeah.
Can we not get? We can't even get. There's not even a guy who's a decent public speaker or a woman who's a decent public speaker sitting out there somewhere.
Yeah.
350 million people, whatever the number is. You don't have one person who can talk to a crowd. Not one.
Well, there's like
Not one.
If like I think I said it before, if Trump was going against Michelle Obama, Trump would have lost. I bet you any money.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee it.
Michelle Obama would be. She will be at some point.
Yeah, she is the person to do so. And it's like, okay, Hillary Clinton, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're getting the same corrupt politics, but it's a female, so hey, like a little fucking candy.
Hillary Clinton was just so. She's foul.
And this is the thing,
foul.
she is.
Give off a bad vibe.
And this is the thing.
She was so fucking fake. That's
And the thing is, like, I'm not against a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Female president, male president.
No, I don't care.
Don't give a fuck. Female firefighter, male firefighter. Can you save me from the fucking fire? You're qualified. Don't give a fuck. Fucking gender.
I know. Yeah.
But that's the thing that I'm all for equality, but understand what equality means. It means equality.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can pick and choose what you like.
I gotta vote for you because you're a woman.
Yeah, it's like what? Right? Like, and that's the thing, which is it skews everything because there's no logic involved in the vote. It's like you're just using a gimmick to become like the most powerful person on the fucking planet. Like that doesn't make any sense.
We should do
so irresponsible.
We're gonna do a show next week for the debate on Tuesday. You guys come over. I'll go to you guys and we'll watch the debate. The debates are like, I don't know if you guys have watched a debate before.
Not the whole thing.
I've never watched one.
The Trump debates against Clinton.
It's like a show.
It was like
you got lasers and fog.
your sister's not political, Mike.
A ball in the crowd.
Your sister's not political. There was times last year watching those debates where he was dropping like bombs for the first time.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like when he was talking about Mexicans coming over the border calling them bad hombres.
Oh my god.
And like Kenzie, who's not like she's passionate about a lot of stuff, but not about that. She doesn't care about that. She's screaming at the TV. She has to leave the room.
Oh, of course.
She's like, I cannot.
Of course.
I can't stand this guy.
Yeah.
How could you? I can't fucking stand him either.
Yeah, no.
And then 5 minutes, 10 minutes go by. She come back in.
Yeah.
She gotta see more of it.
Of course. Yeah, exactly.
And it's an unbelievable draw.
It is.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because you're like, what the fuck is this motherfucker gonna say?
He's nuts.
Well, did he win based on his politics? No.
Hey, he didn't have any politics. Yeah, he's not a politician. The guy's never held elected office. He became the president. That never fucking happened. Oh my god.
How did that fucking happen?
I don't fucking know.
It's fucking hilarious, and that's why I'm like looking at it. It's like, okay, this guy's gonna win again strictly based on the fact that this guy can't speak English.
I think he might.
Yeah.
He's having like constant strokes, and he's just fucking.
It looks bad.
He's like speaking dyslexia. It's like it's insane. It's like what? This is like what is like it must be so bad to be the president that nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. There's 400 million people in the States. You tell me these are the two?
He's slowed down quite a bit in the last 4 years, it looks like. The worst part about all this now is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away last Saturday night. And so Trump tomorrow or Sunday is going to elect or nominate another conservative justice. He's talking about nominating a 48-year-old woman.
Exactly.
So she'll be on that court for
forever.
40 years.
Yeah.
And they're going to have conservative majority. It's like a 7-2 majority or 6-2 majority.
6-4.
Can't be 6-4. It's
Why?
gotta be because they gotta have 9.
Oh, 6-3 then.
6-3, yeah. Yeah. I thought it was 7-2. 6-3. They'll never lose a major battle in American politics for 2 decades.
But this happened before when Obama was getting on his election year.
And they didn't push somebody through.
Because they didn't push anyone through.
I know. Clarence Thomas was the guy.
And and the Republicans were like, oh, you can't do that, whatever, you can't do that.
I know.
And then the Democrats are like, oh yeah, we can, whatever, we're gonna do our best. And now it's like, but now as a Democrat, how can you argue against it?
You can't. And the reason it's even worse is because the Republicans have the Senate, and that's the decision-making body. And so these guys are all fake fucking power-hungry animals anyways. Like,
but what I find about it is there's no real rules. They're like, oh, that's the rule. Guess what? We're gonna try to do it anyways. We're gonna do it anyways, and then we'll deal with it after. It's kind of like, what the fuck is the saying? Where you just do it and beg for forgiveness, as opposed to ask for permission.
You never ask for permission. You always
beg for forgiveness. That's exactly how they fucking. That's exactly how they operate.
I thought that thing had no smoke in it.
It's all water.
Are we done?
There's no smoke in the fucking election, I'll tell you that. Well, there's gonna be smoke for Biden.
We're gonna do an election podcast. Maybe I'll bring the tripod where we watch it. I'll stream it.
I just wish that I want to watch that, but I just wish that those were the 2 presidential candidates. I want to just watch that debate just for nothing.
Trump is gonna be Trump alone is point of viewing. It's gonna be good.
Of course.
Don't forget, Trump said he would take Biden out back and clean his clock a couple of years ago.
Imagine they square up. Dana White shows up.
Oh, that would be fucking jokes.
I want to take this opportunity to apologize.
Yeah.
Absolutely no one.
Trump just whipped the mic. God, it's like, what the fuck is like? I don't know. And then Canadian politics isn't much better. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. It's boring. It's not the same. But
I heard we're going into lockdowns again.
Yeah, for climate.
Climate change.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that shit that New York has?
What do they got?
They have a clock in their town.
Oh, so stupid.
Is it stupid?
Climate
Why
change
is it stupid?
Why? What is it?
It's stupid until it isn't.
It's like a countdown for the number
7 years.
of days and years
Until we're in like a climate crisis.
until we can't fix climate
really?
change. Yeah,
there is a lot of science.
But is anyone arguing that climate change is real?
Of course there is. So many fucking people are. Trump is not. He's like,
most people are.
I don't know if that's.
Trump's like, I don't know, man. Arctic drilling for sure. Open that shit back up.
My only beef is that these guys have been saying it's the end of the world next week for the last like 20 or 30
No,
years.
that's saying it's
we
the end of the world.
Yeah, we gotta make changes.
Dude, it was
but
30 degrees in the end
need,
of September today.
Well, we don't need a fucking clock in Times Square.
I mean, it would help.
Maybe.
I think it's like that. Yeah, it gets to the tipping point where then it's irreversible. I don't know how the fuck
that is what it is. That is what it is.
Maybe Papa Elon can help us with that.
Well, we're gonna have to populate a different country.
Papa Elon
populating a different fucking planet.
We should add that to the podcast tonight. Papa Elon having a tough week. Nicola having a fucking week.
Rough week.
Nicola, this guy put out a tweet a little while ago when that Hindenburg report came out, shorting the stock.
Yeah.
58 facts. Questions you need to ask Nicola and facts with Nicola.
Oh yeah.
That guy put out a tweet saying leaders engage with issues. They don't back away. They don't disappear.
Oh, what? Wait, they don't resign, you mean?
Do you know what that guy did 2 days later?
What, just quit?
Resign.
Yeah.
And deleted his Twitter account. So now
did he?
Now you can't even see the tweet.
Oh.
Yeah. That tweet's there. Once you post it, it's fucking there.
I saw that screenshot a billion times.
Of course. It's not going away.
No shit.
I don't know. I think climate change is real.
It is real. I'm just saying, do we need a fucking clock?
Like, yeah. No, you do because majority of people are fucking idiots.
All right.
Like nobody's paying attention to this shit. It is real and it's fucking important. You gotta clean your shit up. Maybe turn the tap off when you're brushing your teeth. This minor shit that nobody fucking does.
You should get that on a t-shirt. Turn the tap off while you're brushing your teeth.
Yeah, well, it's pretty fucking simple. Like,
we would sell 1 billion of those t-shirts.
You think we don't even have a fucking 1,000 viewers?
Not yet.
We're gonna sell 1 billion shirts.
We're gonna get to 1,000 plays an episode by Christmas. That's the plan.
Okay, I like your attitude.
We should be able
I hope that would be cool.
Would be dope.
We've hit every goal you set.
Yeah.
I think. We haven't set a goal in a minute, so that's the new goal: 1,000 views per episode by Christmas.
That's another 4 months, 3 months.
That would be pretty fucking absurd. Actually, that would be a pretty good turnaround.
It'd be jokes.
That would be fucked.
It'd
I'd be fired up. I think this podcast is gonna be huge. Trillions of views somehow.
Banking on it.
A couple people listen to it. A couple fucking billion people listen to it 3, 4, 5, 6 times each.
When we end the episode, I'll tell you what the update is on the other podcast that we're doing.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Are we done?
Keep
I'm done. I got nothing else to say. I let my heat out.
Yeah, I'm good.
God bless you. We'll see you next week. Peace. Someone's gonna hit the button. I can't reach it.